It's another vlog, Oddball Homestead and Shearing fans, and this time we started out in a rainy day in Branson, Missouri. We started with a beautiful Jacob mama who was reportedly a ram when they were gifted this sweet sheep, but when she had a lamb 6 days ago, it was confirmed that she was not a ram. This lovely lady actually had probably about 2.5 years worth of wool on her. So you can see Monty's going really, really slow. She had some very, very heavy mats on her tummy. So he was really having a hard time getting through things. There you can see him checking his tension. And it was just because she was very sticky and very matted. So he wanted to be really careful to not nick her belly. From there, she started cleaning up pretty nice. We had the lamb escape, so I had to stop videoing and went and collected up the lamb. And then Monty started working with her. I don't know that she's even been shorn before. This lady was not real sure about everything that was going on. You can really see those big mats kind of flopping around. And I'm kind of bummed that I didn't take a picture of all of the layers that you could see because of how long she's had her wool on her. She definitely felt a lot better by the time she was done. So you can see he's cleaning up that neck and then he's about to tuck her. There's our lamb. Oh my gosh. And isn't he the cutest? He is definitely not pleased that his mom is away. She's all tucked up and you can see she calms down a lot when she's tucked. She's just real worried about that lamb. And Monty was doing a really good job of trying to comfort her and keep her happy while she was being shorn. This shepherd was really sweet, but had a toddler, and she had to, Mama had to go back to the rest of the sheep, so Monty offered to help carry the sheep back down the hill to where she goes. She had to be put up because of all the rain that was happening in Branson. I got to carry the baby. Then we went on to Oreo the llama. Oreo the llama hates us. This is the second time that we have been to Oreo's farm to shear him. And he is not a fan of shearing and is definitely not a fan of us. So this is Monty trying to get the halter on him. Then we started shearing. Oreo had actually been kept up in the barn overnight and escaped and played in the rain. So he was very wet on the outside, but luckily the rain hadn't gotten inside his fleece. So we were able to keep shearing him. Because he's so angry, we actually chose to shear him in the chute. The struggle with that is we were on a super rainy day, and that rain was threatening to come in and get us. And then just after this clip, the rain just started pouring down. So we actually had to push Oreo out of the stall and get him back in the barn, which was not a huge deal, but he was not pleased. And then the barn actually had a metal roof, and you'll be able to hear it on the next clip of the rain really kicking up. And he was not pleased with the idea of that loud noise, and that really spooked him even more. So he didn't get an ideal shear. He'll stay cool this summer, and we got most of the wool off, but he definitely was not the cleanest, best shear we've ever done because he was getting spicy. So you can see him kick there, and then he just keeps going here. And I'll stop talking so you can hear the rain.
She's a righty.
He is a righty.
Yeah, I know.
Monty was joking that he was a right-handed llama because he was always having issues on the left-hand side, but wasn't having as many issues on the right-hand side. From there, we went to this sweet little alpaca down the road, and I managed to not get my tension right and lose my combs and cutters. Once we got going, this little guy actually has a skin condition that he has had for the last couple of years. So that makes his skin really lumpy and weird. They've had several visits to the vet, and they just can't get rid of the lumpy, I call it alligator skin. So he doesn't shear off real nice because he's really, really textured skin. But he is the sweetest little alpaca. He just lays there and kind of lets us do whatever we're gonna do, and just kind of goes with it. There we are, cleaning up his head. They wanted a mohawk, but his little face just didn't work out the way that should have to have a fun little mohawk. So we ended up having to take it off because it just didn't work. And he was such a sweet boy. He's one of my favorites. And because he's on a kind of a dude ranch situation, I actually got to take his fleece home. So they will get a credit next year for his fleece, and I will be processing it out and selling it at the local fiber markets. He has the most beautiful kind of rosy colored fleece. So if you're looking for alpaca fleece, it will be shorn or processed here pretty soon. And looking for new homes, you can see how crazy soft it is. He was such a wonderful boy. He's one of my favorite shears of the year, and just such a calm little dude. Because we came in the middle of the week while the kids were at school, we were able to stop at Guy Fieri's, eat a burger, have a draft beer, and tell Uncle Joe thanks so much for being our videographer. Until next time.